All right, we will be getting started here in just a couple of minutes. I've got one little last thing to do, like turn on my studio lighting. So just give me 1 second. Well, hello there. Getting things off to a rough start today. Sorry about that. Can't find. I just laid down my headphones someplace and can't find them. This is typical of anything that starts with me. I'm terrible. Anyway, here we go. Welcome to Whose Live Is It Anyway? Where the uh, topics are made up and nothing really matters. If you'd like to be part of the show, there should be something set up here to where you can come in and we can have a little bit of fun. And let's get to it. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Everybody's had a good time. And we're going to get everything set up here so everything looks good. And it looks like everything's going just good, so what else is new? So what would you like to talk about? I'm open to suggestions. I'm going to be getting the TikTok channel going here in just a second. Truth of the matter is, I just woke up. Been a long week. I had a little bit of a nap and didn't wake up with my alarm. But what else is new? And Nightbot's going to go weirdo on me, isn't it? We may have to just blast that away. Who knows? Hope everybody can hear me okay. If you can't hear me, please say so in the chat, and I'll get that fixed. Of course, the lovely thing is I can never keep everything straight. All right, we're going to switch that out of studio mode. Pin it. I tell you, the things I do for the fun of this, I can't even imagine. But that's the way things work. Don't even have my chat thing going. Arrgh! Oh, anyway. It's going to be one of those days, isn't it? So, we're just going to have a little bit of fun tonight. I'm going to answer questions. If you have questions, I'm willing to take questions on any topic of it whatsoever. As long as it has to do with atheism and Satanism. We're going to get I'm going to go ahead and pull that up and get that going. And of course, I was gaming earlier on there, so it's going to be fun. Whose live is it anyway? And one of the things that I get very tired of seeing all the time is people going in and think that they've got it well in hand that we should be talking about the existence of God. You know, another person's existence of God is not a problem. It's the problem is when people start really, really looking into things, and they are not really looking into things, I should say, forcing their views on other people. That's the biggest problem we have. So we got everything going here. Whose live is it anyway? Where the topics are made up by you, and gifts on TikTok don't matter. Hopefully this is coming across just okay. I'm not sure, because I'm a weirdo. Yo, what's up? Ozzy Atheist just joined in on the other side. You can come into the YouTube channel and we can get these things rocking and rolling. YouTube channel can be found by going to youtube.com/at Grumps Grotto, all one word. I might have to pull Nightbot string. Nightbot keeps on going off weird. Hey, Meep. How's it going, Meep? Meep just arrived. I'm trying to get everything set up to where we can see that. But of course, I can't find a darn thing on my system because I'm not totally here today. I know. What else is new? I'm not really here anyway. I knew this was going to happen one of these days. I have everything going and can't sleep. Can't sleep. And when I do wake up, I've screwed the pooch. Why is that not starting? There it goes. Here we are, born to be queens. We're the princes of the universe. Or something like that. But who really knows? Let's check. Where is... And of course, tested things out earlier today and they were working, and it's not working over there. What else is bloody new? Right? What's up, Chaotic Good? So let's pull. Doing dishes, can't type. Kira and Aunt Jer are over in the YouTube world. That's it. Grumps Grotto on YouTube. One word, at Grumps Grotto. You can come over there and we can have a little bit of fun too. But anyway, dual streaming is so much fun. Trying to keep everything organized and trying to keep your brain from icing over is so much fun too. So, just give me one more second here. I'm a little bit late getting started. I need to add something here. There we are. Mostly, I think. I've got to go in and make something go away on YouTube. Otherwise, it's going to drive people insane. So, God isn't real. No, God is not real. Give me one more second here, because brains happen, but the points don't matter. Welcome to Whose Live Is Anyway, where my brain is not working, and you're going to help me come up with topics for tonight. All right, now we got that thing so it's not barking up the wrong tree. It's always helpful when we don't have any thing coming in there. Oh, so frappe. Let's see. Hello, Evil Murmo. Hello, everybody. Just come into the chat. I am somewhat ponderously here. Be interesting if we can keep this going tonight. Try to run a new bot in a YouTube server and it just didn't work. And that's a little bit disappointing. Anybody that's hearing a lot of clickety clack, I'm so sorry. I am trying to get a couple of things set up so things will be going a little bit better. But we'll get there eventually, right? Right. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a good time. Oh, better pull that thing up a little bit more. But we'll get that adjusted in a second. Cheesy gordita crunch. So, what would you like to talk about? Please. I'm interested. Try to get everything to work out. You know, things don't always work the way you want them to. It's just one of those things that happens. So, what would you like to talk about? The topics of the channel are atheism and Satanism. We're willing to talk about things if you just want to talk. Just bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. I'm ready to talk. If you're not, I'm going to start talking about points that are kind of weird, you know. They're not something you really want me to talk about. And the delay over here on YouTube is huge. I mean, I don't know how far behind we are. Maybe not all that far. Maybe the certain one I was looking at is that far behind. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that one. We don't need it open anymore. The one topic I will not talk about is politics. Politics is right out. Satanists do not get involved with politics underneath their when they are talking about their beliefs and their philosophy. It's apolitical. I don't care about that. As an individual, yes, I have my ideas. But right now, I'm not going to talk about those because I'm talking about Satanism and atheism today. That's all. I'm not going to talk about politics. I had a satanic lady tell me that I was raw. Who is that and what does it mean? That doesn't mean a darn thing to me because that's not a Satanist. Satanists wouldn't tell you something like that. Let's get to it. Why, evil Murmo, I have no idea what you mean. Let's see if I can get this thing fixed here. Something happened. Something happened. Why is that not showing? Highlight chat. Should be popping right up there. So, Evil Murmo, I'm supposed to ask you why you're a terrible atheist. Don't know why. But it could be fun like that. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to do a little bit of a rearrangement over here as it gets done in live time. Nope, I got a guest. Let's see if this works on the guest part. People let me know in YouTube land if the guest's voice is coming through. Evil Murmo. All right, you heard him. You heard him. You can go to hell. Oh, that's quite all right. Oh, I tell you, it's frustrating. I had my alarm set for 9 o'clock tonight. Woke up ago. I asked the dot what time it was. 11:57, and I'm like, crap! I'm supposed to be on the air. Let's get rid of my extra. Yeah, I'm late. I'm late. Late as a snake. Oh. Totally unforgivable. And we're gonna have stereo grumps today on YouTube just because we can. So I'm trying to keep up with the comments. I'm trying to look at everything, but my brain is not working. You can't hear the guest. Okay, we'll get that fixed. Let's grab audio input. Oh. Knock 3 times. Let's see if I can grab the audio. Of course, that's not where you grab the audio from. Technical difficulties. If we didn't have technical difficulties on an atheist stream, what would an atheist stream be? Yeah. It's in the contract when we sign up to be an atheist streamer. We must have technical difficulties at least 6 times during the broadcast. Oh. Audio output capture. There we go. That's not it either. Oh, yes, it is. Why'd you stop that, you dumbass? Oh.
Yeah, I'm spooky. I'm arguing with myself on YouTube. The YouTube evil murmur and the TikTok evil murmur are having an argument right now.
Which is really fun. But everything should be coming through just fine now over here. Hopefully. If it's not, we've got an issue. And I don't know what the issue is. I've got subscriptions.
Hmm.
Let's go into the
What's
setting.
up, David?
Ooh, it's coming through just fine, it looks like.
Yeah, okay.
but I'll have to check. Yep, we have sound now. Thumbs up. Yay! So, would anybody
Cool
like to come
beans.
up and give Grumps a little bit of torture besides Evil Murmo? Evil Murmo likes to torture me. Evil Murmo can stay up here and torture me all he wants. But,
It's all in good fun. It's all fun.
it's not fun. Hey, David Monroe Murphy.
Technically, yes, because I'm basically arguing with myself. So,
Well, the thing is, though, is I've only seen one message from Evil Murmo over there, so I guess you won.
oh, I'll get over there. I'm busy over here right now. I'm talking to Grumpy.
Here comes the chaotic good one. Don't
Hi,
believe
Nora.
it. Yo, Nora, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Doing just fine. So, a reminder to everybody, just ask any questions you like, because the topics are made up by you and the TikTok gifts don't matter.
How different is Satanism from witchcraft? I don't know much about witchcraft, so I really couldn't say exactly how different, but I know there's definitely a difference, just without even knowing anything about witchcraft.
The difference between witchcraft and Satanism, well, witches actually believe in deities, and Satanists don't. That's the biggest one. Remember, Nora, this is live on YouTube and TikTok. So I'm giving you an opportunity to relinquish your request to come up. I don't have my background up because I'm running slow tonight. All right, you've had your opportunity. You can cancel it if you don't want to have your voice streamed out to the internet.
Hello.
Hello, Nora.
Did I
Hello,
hear
Nora.
torture? I love torture. You said something about torture. I'm just here for the torture.
Oh, you're here for the torture. Well, then you've come to the right place because Grumps is getting tortured extremely tonight. Because he
Call
can't
right now
wake up.
for torture at Grumps Grotto. It's 99 cents the first minute, $1.99 each additional minute.
Now I should probably check. See, the problem is I've got 3 sources of people, possibly. This is where I need to have somebody that can run the board for me, so I don't have to keep on looking around to see if I've got a guest lined up in Discord, which nobody's over there. Don't go over there. Do not go over there, Evil Murmo. I don't need you from a third.
Hey! The Discord Evil Murmo might have some questions for YouTube Evil Murmo or TikTok Evil Murmo. You never know.
Interesting.
Okay, you never know.
All right, let's see if I can keep
So
an
what's
eye on
this
it.
I hear about torture?
Well,
What's this I hear about torture?
Well, what you're hearing about torture is the fact that this is, and yes, I came up with the idea about 2 days before Reaper did, and Reaper beat me to putting it on TikTok. Okay? We've had this discussion. I'm like, quit running around in my mind, Reaper. It is whose live is it anywhere? Whose live is it anyway? Where the topics are made up by you, the audience, and the TikTok gifts don't matter.
Oh, there we go again, chaotic, with your sexy girlfriend spoiling you with the gifts.
Yeah.
That's nice though. She's
Hey,
looking out for
Nora,
you. So, yes.
remember this is live on YouTube as well.
Yeah, oh, well, I didn't. Did I say something wrong?
No,
Okay,
I'm just. Hey,
I'm
Nora.
really bad. Hey, Nora. Shh, 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 shh. Okay.
I'm going to torture you.
Oh, are you?
Yes.
Satanists are atheists, though. I think Satanism is better than atheism. Atheism is not a religion, sir.
Mm. See, the difference between Satanism and atheism is that we don't stop with the idea of there's no God. We actually tack on a little bit of a moral code and philosophy. Not saying the atheism's wrong. You know, we just go a couple more steps into what we're doing. Atheism is our base, so we're just throwing that out there. At least I am. It gets a little
So how many
confusing.
people do you have there in your how many people do you have in your YouTube live?
Currently on YouTube, I need to pull up the right window for that. I currently have 20, let's see, I've got 20 viewers in total, but how many people are actually watching the stream live? That's always a good question. Let's see, Aunt Jer said some witches believe in deities. If you ask 10 witches what it means to be a witch, you'll get 12 different answers. Currently I have 4 viewers over on YouTube.
Okay.
And Aunt Jer, that's not a lie. You ask 10 witches what it means to be a witch, and you'll get 12 different answers. Yep. You ask a Satanist.
Yep.
Yes, it's
I
the
would
same
agree
thing with
with that.
Satanists. You ask 10 Satanists what it means to be a Satanist, you'll get 12, maybe 15 more different answers. So, totally agree. Hearing this, no wonder Christians
I don't know.
associate atheists with Satanists.
I don't
Um,
think they do, to tell you the truth. I think they really separate Satanists from atheists. They think we're on a whole different spectrum.
all right, now my that is one of the things that drives me insane is when they that's why I always get accused of trying to come up with the right thing to say here. Let's wake the brain up. I agree.
Hmm.
But you know, a lot of Christians just like to come off like that, though. They really do. They
Where
just
did
like to
where did you
associate
grow up?
anything that isn't Christian as Satanist. Hey, what's going on there? Ahoy, Dave Murphy. Whenever I see David Murphy, I think of Dade Murphy. Anybody know who I'm talking about? Probably not.
Mm-mm.
Atheists believe in nothing except life batteries done dead.
Satanism and witchcraft are quite different. Satanism goes beyond witchcraft.
No, Satanists don't
Mm.
believe in any demonic entities, and we don't even believe in Satan.
That would
That's not
be
true.
we don't practice demonatry. That would be devil worshippers or
Devil
demon
worshippers.
worshippers.
How does Satanists go beyond witchcraft? Hmm.
There's a group out there that believes in theistic Satanism. I don't subscribe to it, but they're called the Temple of Set, and they're called Setians.
Mm.
Just
Okay.
the FYI for anybody, you know. But I don't believe in that philosophy.
So we have a message from uh, uh, YouTube Evil Murmo for Chaotic. What is the weather in Hawaii?
Right now the weather is really nice. It's starting to be December, so it's not so really nasty, humid, and hot. It's starting to get a lot colder at night and overcast and rainy during the day. So I like it. I like this change of pace. I love once it hits November, I'm so happy because I like our winter weather, which is still summer to everybody else, but to us it's actually winter. We could tell.
Yeah, that's like Florida. Florida's like that too. It's kind of
So,
cooling down.
what is Satanism?
Got that tropical stuff going on.
Do I really need to bring up my little thingy?
No, you don't.
Where's my thingy?
I mean, Satanism, in layman's terms, is just the belief in you as your highest power, oneself as your highest power, and the belief in vital existence, as well as indulgence, living every moment as if it's your last, because we know that we don't believe in an afterlife. That's in layman's terms. But if you want a fancy definition, there's one out there
So
that
basically,
perhaps the host could read out.
the song by Nickelback, "If Today Was Your Last Day."
So I have a question.
Yes. Yes, Nora. What is your question?
So based on what Chaotic was explaining, you may or may not know the answer to this, but is there another religion that's like that? That's atheistic?
That is atheistic?
Atheistic is a term that
Go ahead.
Well, that's
our high
basically what
priest came up with. Yeah, it's a term that was created by Peter Gilmore with the Church of Satan. So
right, but I guess what I want to know is there another religion that's similar?
that believes in themselves as their highest power.
Yeah,
Mm,
just out of curiosity. Not that it has anything to do with this topic, but in a way it
I don't
kind of.
know. Maybe Buddhist.
No.
I'm not sure.
No,
Are
Buddhists
they the
are
one higher
Buddhists
power?
try to let go of everything, including
But they don't
themselves,
believe in a deity, so that's why. No, okay.
because self. If the
Do they
focus
Yeah,
on
I
not
don't know.
believe in a
self,
deity?
No,
no,
they don't. Yeah.
no, they don't have a belief in the
Hmm.
deity. They follow the teachings of a Buddha, but they do not believe
Correct.
that Buddha is in control of anything. They have just moved on from this existence into a better existence.
Well, that's
Mm.
Shaivism, but there's also what Tibetans believe in. Tibetans believe in a more deistic form of Buddha. But you got to understand, there's different sects of Buddhism.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, because you have Hinduism, which is a little bit, they have several higher powers, but there's one final higher power, but they don't believe that. I guess it's
Stoicism.
Brahm or Brahm.
Yeah.
Brahma,
Huh?
Brahmahan, it's called. It's
Yeah.
called Brahmahan.
Thank you. I was trying to remember the name, but it
All right. So
just.
my definition of Satanism is that it was defined by Anton LaVey when he published the Satanic Bible in 1969. It is an atheistic religion that adheres to an Epicurean philosophy, meaning we embrace life to the fullest and all that it has to offer. What separates us from a normal atheist is that we don't stop at the answer to the question of God's existence, which is what an atheist is. Nothing else is just the answer to one question: is there a God? Atheists say no. Now, some of them are agnostic, meaning they don't know there's a God. Some of them are Gnostic, meaning they know there's no God. Some are igtheists, when on top of being atheists, which means they ignore religion. And then we have a suggested moral code and way of life. And by the
I
way,
thought Buddha. No,
go ahead.
sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was answering the one question. No, certain sects of Buddhism believe in God, like Tibetan Buddhism. Buddhists in Tibet believe Buddha as more of a deistic. Same with if you go to Myanmar or Burma, whichever one you want to call it, they also believe in a more theistic form of Buddha. But if you go down to places like India or you go to places like Indonesia where they practice Sheta, or which is what my girlfriend practices. It's only teachings. It's no Buddha worship. Like if you go to one of those types of temples, you won't find statues that do worship or anything like that. It's just a place of quiet and meditation. So that's the big difference between the sects.
Nika 7. Imagine believing in God and picking the losing side.
Don't believe in God. Don't
Imagine
believe in
living your
Satan.
life in fear because you think that there's a second life that you don't even know is true. So you live your first life in fear and you live it in a way that you don't fulfill so many things and you don't do so many things that you possibly want for nothing because when you pass there is no second life. Imagine that.
Oh, we have a message from evil YouTube TikTok Murmo. Evil YouTube Murmo says, Nora, you have a sweet voice.
First of all, you tell evil murmur of YouTube to mind his own damn business. Okay, asking questions like that. Who the hell does he think he is?
Now, and we've got
Who said I had a nice voice?
Aunt Jer. You can stay on YouTube unless you want to get the full effect. I don't think I'm going to need a mod in YouTube, but so far I don't need one on TikTok. I think I've got a couple of mods here. And Aunt Jer says, I'm an apatheist. Can somebody help me with
What
It's
the
apathetic.
hell is an apatheist?
Apathetic towards
Oh
theism. I think
no,
that's
well,
what they
Nora, what
mean.
he was saying was no. It was YouTube evil murmur who was saying to you here on TikTok that you have a sweet voice, and I'm telling him he should mind his own business.
Okay, thank you.
I'm going to enjoy this whole thing. But I'm going to enjoy all this whole thing.
Oh, by the way, tell Aunt Jer I said hi.
Oh, Aunt Jer can hear you.
Well, hi, Aunt Jer.
Yeah, you see, I have this TikTok stream mirrored over onto YouTube.
And I just figured out how to just jump from each one of those, so it's all good.
Satan answers more
Well,
prayers. Satan
thank you.
doesn't answer prayers. Satan says, get up off your damn ass and do it your damn self.
Correct.
Right? Come on,
Ah,
let's go. Get off your butt.
thank you. So
Yeah, but
Aunt
spiritual
Jer
consciousness,
says, yes, I don't care if God exists or not. There. Go ahead, Nora. I'm sorry.
spiritual consciousness, is that a rule though? Like, I guess we're talking semantics.
Well, if you believe a Satan
The main rule is in
exists,
harm
that's for you.
none.
Oh, we're talking about witchcraft?
Yeah, I mean, the main rule is harm none.
Bide the wick and
That's
read.
the main rule.
Bide the wick and read, 8 words fulfill, and it harm none, do what ye will.
Right. That's pretty much. But the summary is in harm none. Everything else is
That's the small
based
read.
on intention.
There's the
It's based
full
on
read.
intention. What is your intent? What?
There's the small read, and then
Oh,
there's
yeah.
the full read.
Right.
And I've got a friend that got the full read tattooed on his back. That was hours of torture. Who would want
I
to
want to
have that
see.
full thing? What, you want to see the tattoo?
Yes, I do.
I'll have to talk to him, see if he'd be willing for me to take a picture of it.
Okay. Gallifrey feels no
YouTube
more.
Grumpy,
Hello,
can you tell us a
Gallifrey.
secret about TikTok Grumpy? I think he's hiding something from Evil Mermo. Yes, I'm hiding all sorts of things from you, Evil Mermo, on YouTube. What am I smoking on? I'm not smoking on anything. TikTok needs to know I'm not smoking on anything. YouTube, I'm having a little bit of bazinga tonight. I think. No, Little Boy Blue. Which is blueberry. Oh, I should have muted myself. Oh, you can't. That's the thing that's great is I can mute myself on YouTube, but I can't mute myself on TikTok. All right, I just dropped something. Damn it. Dark light, big city. So welcome anybody who's just come in anywhere and everywhere. This is Whose Live Is It Anyway, where you choose the topic for discussion, as long as it falls within the realms of Satanism and atheism, or just fun. And the TikTok gifts don't matter. Especially since somebody's got an ace in the hole when it comes to TikTok gifts.
That's funny.
He's getting loved. He's getting love.
What's really nice though is that you can gift back and forth, and you can convert those gifts back into coins and gift back and forth. Continue keep doing that, and there's no real money transaction. Just the initial transaction, unless you're like me and buy your your TikTok coin credit with the money you earn doing surveys for Google.
Can you actually earn money doing that? Just out of curiosity.
Yes, you can. Oh, hello.
Oh.
Thank you, Aunt Jer. Just had our first porn bot of the night over on... What did I say the P word? I said corn bot. First corn bot of the night on YouTube. Usually get 3 of those.
Good times. Good times.
Yay, I was useful. The TikTok Grumpy
you know
and
what you should do?
Grumpy have the same opinion as Satanism. Yes, we both do. We're not. Our brains have come together. We are no longer a split personality. We decided that we were going to. Would you next time you say something without my permission? All right.
David Monroe. It's a love thing.
Do you know the Hebrew name for God is Israel? Yes.
The Hebrew name of God is Al?
Baal. So Baal is God. Ha ha! That's the real fun one when you start talking to people going, so we've got El Elyon, El Adonai Adonai, all these other names, and then we go, but he was always going up against Baal.
Well, I really just came up to say hi, so I'm going to go down since I'm not technically a Satanist.
No, you don't have to be a Satanist to be in the
I
room.
just heard.
Yeah.
I know, but I've heard something about torture, and I was liking it, and now I'm just like walking away. No,
Yeah,
untortured.
you're fading out of it then. This is meta
Nora,
solipsism.
Nora, Nora.
Aunt Jer says this is meta solipsism.
I love
Isn't
on
that what
chair.
we're supposed to avoid? But anyway, thanks for coming up, Nora.
All right,
But
have a good.
Nora, you can't leave. What if YouTube Evil Murmur has more questions for you?
What's your? You are a silly goose. Okay. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. I'll probably
All
come
right.
back around. Bye.
See you later.
Bye bye.
Ouch! What the?
I don't know what the.
Neither do I.
You mean I've actually made it through an hour?
Did you?
What's up, Pat Lewinger? This is what we call dead space, and that's the evil thing that YouTube hates is dead space. It's one thing about TikTok, you can be going like this. Oh, and chaotic. One of the reasons why I had to jump out of WoW earlier is because I was starting to fall asleep running.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, my eyes closed and I've opened my eyes. And I'm like, I'm about ready to run into a darn hillside.
Yeah, I've done that before too. I've run into something that just ended up killing my guy, and then I wake up and I'm in a graveyard. So it happens. Yeah.
You will argue with me if you think Satanism has nothing to do with worshiping Satan. Well, then argue with me, my guy or gal. Because in my view, Satanism has nothing to do with worshiping Satan. It has all to do with acknowledging myself as my own highest power. And as a dear friend of ours once used to say, and I do like self-worship.
Hmm.
And he'd probably be chagrined to know I call him a dear friend. Invite some random and let's get
Yeah.
it popping in here. Well, Webster's Dictionary says differently. That's
Webster's
Webster's
dictionary is
Dictionary.
nothing.
That's a
Yeah.
dictionary.
Yeah. It's nothing.
Webster's Dictionary also defines a cult as any group of people that follow a charismatic leader. Therefore, Christianity is a cult. And that's not how we use the word cult
Webster's
today.
dictionary.
But I don't care what Webster's or Oxford's says.
Yeah. You can step into the box and talk about it. You got 5,000
Yeah,
followers.
come on up. You're the next contestant on whose live is it anyway. Some comments were filtered protected the community's experience. I wonder if they're triggering my filters. Those are my fun filters. And did somebody post something over here? God darn it. I tell you, my stupid chat thing's not working. Okay, Evil Murmo, you're to be reminded you need to go shopping tomorrow. For groceries. For groceries. Not just shopping, for groceries.
Okay, you tell YouTube Evil Murmur I'm on it.
Okay. You got that? You got that? Hope you got that.
I'm having way too much fun with this.
Yes. There's the phrase I've been looking for. Aunt Jer, I'm going to make a note of that one and give you credit for it. Dictionaries are descriptive, not perceptive. That's a very good distinction. Are you getting sleepy or Evil Remo?
No, I'm okay.
It's too early to be sleepy.
It's 2:10 in the morning here.
Oh, it's
Where
9:10
does
here.
all the
It's way too
religious
early.
gods,
Oh yeah,
where does
freaking
all the
Hawaii.
religious gods lie? It's not our imagination physically. They are. What? That makes no sense whatsoever. I've tried reading it silently, tried reading it mumble speech, and it still doesn't make any sense. Let me try reading it fully out loud. Where does all this religious gods live? Is it not in our imagination? Physically, they are illusion.
Yeah, that's kind of true. They're all created. I mean, there's no real gods, so I guess you could say
Everything,
it's someone's imagination.
everything after the first yeah, everything after the first comma makes sense. The first part of it doesn't to me. Well, Jared, I don't care if you didn't invent the phrase. You're still getting credit.
Oh,
In my list of quotes from my favorite TikTokers, YouTubers, and other miscellaneous people I know, it's going down under your list.
We came from evolution.
How can something come from nothing?
Well, we didn't come from nothing. We
Have
came
you
did
you
come from
could, have
something.
you requested? What are you going to explain? Okay. Oh, something tells me I'm going to regret this.
And
Welcome to Whose Life Is It Anyway? So, what do you want to espouse about? Espouse? No. Anyway,
Uh, yeah. What I was
elicitate.
trying to say is the God. Yeah, what I was trying to say is God in this religious body does not exist. They only exist in our imagination because through our imagination we created them. Physically, they do not exist.
so basically, you're saying that gods are man-made creations.
Yes, because
Yeah.
how in
Yeah,
your
I would
perspective,
agree.
how
I would agree. I
you
would agree.
imagine God is different from how I imagine mine.
But I don't imagine God.
Well, I think
I imagine the
yeah,
non
I think
existence
they're
of
all
God.
created. All religions are created by man.
Yes, so if man created religion, definitely God was created by man.
Correct.
Yes.
And majority of religions are created by man to control people in some fashion. Usually, it's by
Yes,
some sort of sin or some sort of eternal damnation. There's very few religions on
there's nothing.
earth that are made to not control people.
See, I have this little thing about that.
You see, one thing we should know.
The first guy who came
One,
up with the
one
concept
thing
of
we should know
God,
is
he wandered into a cave one night, found these mushrooms growing in there, ate a few, and fell asleep, had these weird dreams, and comes out saying that he had spoken to this thing, and he said, "This is God." And he discovered people listened to him, and he's like, "Okay, I'm going to keep expounding on this, and expounding on this, and expounding on this." And suddenly he had a huge following of people, and he could control them. So he passed it on to the next person and the next person.
yeah,
Then the gods
because
got dreamed up differently.
the reason is that people are yelling to see God. That's why whenever someone comes up with this perception that he has seen God, people just begin to follow that particular person just to see the kind of God that that particular person is talking about.
Hmm. And it was used to explain things such as, where does the rain come from? How do the crops grow? How do babies get formed? It was all those things. It was the answer to that question that they couldn't figure out. Now that we figured it out for about probably, I'd say, 93% of the questions that we couldn't answer, um, God is becoming more irrelevant by the day. How can something come from
You
nothing? I
see,
don't know.
one
Ask
thing that
God. He's the one
we
who
should
creates
understand is
things.
one thing we should understand is this supernatural being don't want us to know his whereabouts. That is why till now he has never, revealed himself to us. So
Well,
in our own perspective, we are God because besides what we met on this earth, that I mean the earth, the water, the trees, all things are created by men. Besides these things, the aeroplanes, the ship, the cars, how we are grooming the environment is created by a man.
Yeah,
So
but then you fall
if there
into
is God
the
somewhere,
trap
that's that's
where
that's men.
yeah, but then you fall into the trap that's set by the Abrahamic religions because God created man to be custodians of the earth. That would be custodial portions. Therefore, God exists.
Yeah, God exists, but
No, God
since
does
we
not
don't have any
exist. God
idea,
doesn't exist. God, in my opinion, does not exist. God is a total
okay, this
fabrication
is
of
how it
man.
is. Since this universe came from somewhere, we may term it as God, where the whole thing came from. That in our imagination, we
I wouldn't.
like we hold that personality in higher,
I wouldn't.
we don't know where it
I wouldn't call that God.
by someone, meaning this whole cosmic manifestation was invented by someone. But since we don't have any idea of that particular thing, we should focus on our life, not being, because he's not willing for us to hear of him or her.
I'm
part
going
of
to
that I
answer.
can agree with. If you can't understand something, oh, go ahead, Grumpy.
No, I just wanted to answer Beer Harley's. You now have Meta Satanist without an altar. Anyway,
Yeah, not all Satanists have altars.
Pardon?
That's true.
you were going to say,
Not all
chaotic.
Satanists have altars. But as far as what he was saying, gosh, I kind of lost my chain of thought now. But he was talking about, hey, say that again. The last few things that you had said, I kind of agreed with what you're saying. But yeah, I lost my chain of thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, say that
Okay.
again.
What I'm trying to
You
say
remember
is
what you
what
said?
I'm trying what I'm trying to say is if this word
I
exists,
understand
meaning
now what I was gonna
someone
say. Okay,
okay,
hold on. I understand
meaning
what I was
someone
gonna say.
created, but
So
but that particular person don't want us to know. So all you should
no,
focus is ourselves.
no. So I believe you should focus on just yourself. But as far as that particular person, that spiritual person that God doesn't want you to know, I don't believe in a God. The thing is, we understand evolution. A lot of things back in the days when before science that we couldn't explain, people explain with legends and tales and myths and religion. But now that we have science, many things are explained. So we understand evolution. We understand the Big Bang.
Okay.
We don't understand everything in
Yeah.
science. So just because we don't understand exactly how the Big Bang started, that doesn't mean that a God did it. We just don't understand yet.
Okay.
We don't understand the
Okay.
science yet.
So let me ask you something. One day science just come up with a theory that, you know, it is true someone that the Big Bang came about. Won't we term that particular thing which produced the Big Bang as a supernatural thing?
No.
Well, it is true. The Big Bang did happen. I mean, that happened.
Yes. So that is why I'm telling you that beyond the Big Bang, we don't know what brought forth the Big Bang. So we
Well,
shouldn't,
why
because
did
that
something
particular
have
thing
to
don't want
bring
us to know.
forth a? Why did it have to be brought forth by something?
So
Yeah,
do you
just
believe in
because we don't
atom?
understand how something happens doesn't mean that a God did it. That's a God of gaps fallacy. But what you're
You
saying
see,
is true. Because we don't
you,
understand what happened, we don't need to subject ourselves to it. We don't need to constantly think what happened, who created it, how did it start. We don't know. We don't have the science yet. So why waste
that
your
is it.
time pondering on it? That's correct. What you're
That is
saying as far
that
as
is that
that,
is why that
that's
is why
correct.
that is why I'm saying that the word God is like it's putting fear in people, because if we understand that I'm God because I'm creating, you are God, you are creating, you are making invention, you are doing numerous things that someone couldn't do. You are making impact in this world. That makes you God. That makes you someone who is precious. So, in my understanding, when we say God, God is someone who is precious, someone who creates. someone who do differences. That is what I understand.
Well, that's your understanding.
If you want to believe that that's your definition of God, then that can be your
Yeah,
definition of God.
that's to
It's
me.
not to
That's to
me.
me.
Yeah, it's not to me.
Yeah,
That's just
that's
your
to me.
definition.
That's why it says God is created in our imagination, because how I imagine God is different from how you imagine God. In my imagination, I imagine that someone who creates, someone who produce, someone who do difference in his community is God. But in your perspective, or in your imagination, it is quite different from that.
Yeah, and if you
So
believe that and
actually,
that works for you, that's great. I'm not stopping you. I'm
that
not
is
telling
it.
you to think differently.
That's why I say God is illusion. It stays in our mind.
Well, it's in your mind. This is your belief and this is your opinion. So if it works for you, that's great. I mean,
That
not
is it.
everybody subscribes to it. You know?
Yes.
I guess that was it. I mean,
Yeah.
unless you have anything else to say, I mean, that's it. If that's your belief and that's your definition of what God is, nobody's going to argue with you. If you feel that
Yeah.
way and you think that, more power to you. If it's working for you, more power to you. The host isn't here to change your ideology or trying to make you change
Man.
your religion or
No.
your beliefs. I'm not. I
No, I
don't
mean,
think Mermo is either, you know?
it's not belief. What I'm trying to say is we shouldn't even discuss about God, because in reality, there's nothing like God. But it's just a name that we are giving it to, like personality. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That in your imagination, you can think that there is God. But in my imagination, I believe that Stephen Jobs is a God, because through Stephen Jobs today, Apple is booming. That is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I don't think Steve Jobs is a god if that's what you're trying to say. But if you think so, then more power to you. You know, that's your definition of it. That's great. If it works for you, that's cool.
So, so in other words, what I'm trying to say is God is the same as genius, someone who can produce something that wasn't there. But through his effort and through his imagination, he created something marvelous. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I understand that's your definition of it. If you feel that way, that's great. I mean, that's not my definition of what a god is. I don't believe in a god. I don't subscribe to that belief. But you know,
All
if,
right.
if you believe that, that's good. You know, for and what you said about thinking about where things came from and who was the god or who did what. As far as Satanism, we don't complain about anything to which we don't need to subject ourselves to. So why am I going to constantly ponder on something that I will never have the answer to? I'm never going to have the answer to. So it would be stupid of me to constantly think about this. I would move on from that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. So that's my opinion on it. I mean, if anybody else has an opinion and they want to address it, then by all means, I'll just mute my mic.
No.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you for coming up. I
And on
appreciate
that
your.
note, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go to bed. Grumpy.
All
Good
right,
day to you,
Mermo.
sir. Chaotic, always a pleasure.
All right.
Everybody else in the room, and to you two people, Murmo, yeah, get a real job, you jerk.
Do
Who's
you
this
hear that,
ice
YouTube? You need to
ice
get a
kid?
real job.
Yeah, I'm a Satanist. I'm a Satanist. I'm atheistic. I don't believe in a God, Satan, devils, demons, hell, heaven, none of these things, spirits, ghosts. I believe in myself. I believe in myself as my own highest power. So you could say I believe in myself as my own God. I believe in myself and I believe in vital existence. Just living for every moment, living every day as if it's your last. You know, that's what I believe in. I don't believe in an afterlife. I believe you need to make the most of your time, the time that you have here on earth. Hopefully that answered your question, Ice Kid Official.
Yes, I'm a Satanist that doesn't
Yes,
believe in
because
Satan.
Satan does not exist. Because Satan is not an actual being. Okay, Satan is used as a metaphor. Metaphor.
No, I don't believe in ghosts, spirits, devils, demons, Satan, gods, angels. I don't believe in any of these things.
Satan to me is
But someone is asking you that you are a Satanist, that you does not believe in Satan.
yes,
The other
because
two gentlemen addressed it. We
because
Here
Satan
we go.
to us is a symbol of pride, liberty, and individualism, and it serves as an external metaphorical projection of our highest personal potential. It's just
Look,
a
I can help you. You want to
metaphor.
know what you want to know what you want to know what chaotic believes in? I will tell you what chaotic. He believes in spam. Okay, he's in Hawaii. He believes in spam. Okay, that's what he believes in.
Spam, 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 spam. Oh,
That's funny. Actually, I like Zwam, the halal spam. I like that better. I think it's called Zwam.
Yep, yep, you're correct.
Yeah, my girl sent me some, and I love it. I want more. It's amazing.
Wait, she sent you some?
Yup.
Why the hell she ain't sending me some? I mean, they don't even sell that here.
yes, I'm a
That's some
speck of
I
dust
don't know.
BS.
floating in an infinite void. So what?
So you're a speck of this way. Yeah, we are. I mean, everybody is. We're all
Why?
animals.
Why are we here? Because
Live
we're
your
here.
life to the fullest. But there are a lot of energies. Spirit. I don't care about that. Yeah, I don't subject myself to that. I'm here right now. I need to live my life right now for every moment. I'm not gonna ponder about the energies and all this other nonsense to me.
Yep, you gotta live for the here and
No,
now.
me and my actions matter. That's why we are our highest power. If I want something in my life, I'm not gonna pray to a God who's not gonna provide it for me. I'm my own God. I'm gonna provide it for myself.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to get a better job, I'm going to get a better education. If I want to get in better shape, I'm going to work out. I'm not going to pray, God, please give me money. Please grant me wealth. Please get me a better job. No, I'm going to make it happen for myself.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And Nika. Therefore, according to your own logic, you and your actions don't matter. Well, unless you do something extremely huge in the grander scheme of things. No. It's just like I've said here about the TikTok gifts. It doesn't matter. The only people that are remembered are those who make a great impact on the world. The rest of us are forgotten within a generation or two.
Halal spam. I haven't had that in like 5 years.
You know, I did a research on the
I think
Huh?
greatest,
that's how you spell it.
that quote that somebody mangled there in a hilarious way. I did some research on that quote. It
Where?
goes all the way back to the 1700s, and a Frenchman sent a letter
Mm,
to somebody. And I think it goes back even further, but anyway. Good and relative are relative to the good and evil are relative in this worldview. Good and evil
Good and
no,
are
they're
evil are
subjective.
subjective. Yeah.
Yeah,
subjective.
good and evil is subjective. What's chaotic to the fly? Wait, what's chaos to the spider is normal to the fly. No, 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 no. It's the opposite. What am I doing? I'm over here thinking about what my girl's telling me. But
You got too
yeah,
much
it's
spam halal in your head. That's
no,
what's
no, no.
happening.
I was thinking about something totally different. But yeah, what's normal for the spider is chaos to the fly.
Have you been
So it's
touch?
subjective.
Have you been touching that haram spam?
I'm juggling between two different apps. Sometimes I'm here, sometimes I flip and I'm looking at pictures and I'm talking to her on another app. So,
Welcome
but
to my
anyway, that's
world.
beside the point. Um, okay, so what criteria do you judge actions of men? I don't. Other people's
Titan.
actions are their actions. All I can control is my actions.
Oh, I have to say this. I have to say this. Just 1 second. Welcome, Titan Uranus on YouTube. Sorry, I just love saying Titan's full name. And I'm not as good at
And that's
doing
my
it as
favorite quote, and I actually messed it up.
some. I'm not as good about saying that as another individual that I won't name. But anyway, what else is going on here? Deirdre.
Well, let's see.
Ahoy, Deirdre.
Hi, Deirdre.
Hi, Deirdre.
Ahoy, Dave.
So if somewhat disregards all rules and regulations that you agree with, you have no justification. Huh?
So someone.
Are you talking about morality? You could just say morality. Let's talk about morality if that's what you're trying to say.
This just drives
And
me
if you ask
insane.
about morality
Come on.
and free will, I would say that there is no free will. God didn't give everyone free will. There is no free will.
There's that thing. Free will. The illusion. It's such a fun illusion, too.
So if someone disregards all rules and regulations that you agree with, you have no justification to be angry. I don't understand that. Are you saying that anyone can just break whatever rule, whatever law, and someone shouldn't be angry if perhaps a family member was hurt, your daughter, your son? That would be ludicrous, right? I mean, who wouldn't get upset if their family member or a loved one got hurt? That just doesn't make sense. I don't know where the connection is with what you're trying to say.
You deny meaning and value while also asserting your personal opinion. It's a paradox. Welcome to life. Life is a
But
paradox.
that's meaning and value. Jesus Christ.
Thought you were going to bed.
I don't think I denied it. I haven't denied any meaning or any value. And I explained how life has meaning for me. Maybe you just don't understand.
Um, by
Yeah,
the way, if you think
it's to his
family,
perspective of what the meaning of life is for him and the value of life is for him.
yeah,
That's one person's perspective. It might
yeah,
not be yours. Might not be the same as Chaotix or my own or Grumpy. I'm sorry, Grumpy. Go ahead.
go ahead, finish.
No, I'm finished.
No, are you sure?
Yes.
I mean, I was
I
just going
mean,
to interject
what
that
you
this person says that I have. Okay, what do you? Never mind. I lost my train of thought because I'm still trying to make sense out of it.
Yeah,
Still trying to
Nico, what
shake
you're
the
talking
cobwebs
about
from
is
his ears.
morality, right? And in my opinion, if you want to just talk about morality, morality is based on survival of the group. That's morality isn't based upon God. Morality is based on the survival of the group. You don't have to believe in a God to be moral. Morals are subjective. You could have a tribe in the Amazon that never knew anything about Christianity or Allah, but yet they're still treating their family members with love and respect. A God didn't give them that. So, but morality is based on survival of a group. Everything that you think is moral right now today, if a comet was to hit and all of a sudden there was no food, there was no resources to provide for yourself or your loved ones, you'd probably do many things that are immoral. So, morality is based on survival. Morals can change in an instant.
Alright, I need to drop.
All
I
right.
came to answer
Thank you for coming in up. I appreciate it.
All right, take care.
Oh, we got somebody
so
requesting to come up.
Yep.
Give me 1 second. I'm pouring myself some much needed caffeine. All right. Who wants to come up? Katya. Hello, Katya. Goodbye, Katya.
She
Hey,
won't.
how's it going, Yomi? Long time no see.
Katya was here and then they're gone. Oh dear. I upset Katya.
Oh, Dave wants to come up. What's up, Dave? Webster's dictionary doesn't know about Satanism. Go to the Church of Satan's website if you want to learn something about Satanism.
My phone
Hello, Miss
glitched. That was
Katya.
not my fault.
Yes,
I
it
thought you
was.
didn't
No, it
like me
wasn't my
anymore.
phone. I
Yes,
accepted
it
it and then
was.
it glitched out.
Oh,
Come
now you're
on.
gonna blame the glitch.
Yes, I will.
Ooh, interesting.
Anyway, I like the red cup.
Thank you.
Red Solo Cup.
Blackberry citrus Coke. Interesting flavor. It's
What?
yeah,
Blackberry citrus Coke?
yeah. I added a flavor thing to it.
That sounds good. That sounds really good. What?
Tasty.
So what's the topic? I just came
Welcome
on.
to Whose Life Is It Anyway, where you make up the topics and the TikTok gifts don't matter.
Have you seen the TikTok of the wood what's her name? She like does crap with like wood burning and just makes fun of everyone on live, and everyone just gifts her even though she like makes fun of it. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No, I don't know who you're talking about, but sounds like an excellent person to watch.
She's amazing. I'll have to send her your or her
Yeah, share her profile.
TikTok.
What's up,
So I had
Deirdre?
a
Hi,
win.
Deidre.
Hey, I had a win today. I went to the beach and I went for like a 10-minute walk and then I went to another beach. My friend drove me and I was out for an hour and a half and I did not have a seizure. And that's the longest I've been outside of the house without having a seizure.
Awesome.
Good for you. That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm like
Don't,
really excited about it.
yeah,
That's
good for you.
good.
Don't push yourself
Yeah.
too hard, though, right? I mean,
And
baby
like
steps.
don't overthink it either. Like
Yeah,
that's amazing.
yeah.
Thank you. I almost getting
That's so
emotional
awesome.
about it, but it was
You
a
No,
huge
should
deal
I
though.
and just to
understand. I
feel fresh
understand if you could
air
get
and
emotional. Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm not gonna push it by like going to the store and stuff. Like we were done, my friend was like, "Do you want to stop by the store?" And I knew like the fluorescent lights and all of that stuff are too much. I'm gonna take baby steps and just be
Yeah,
like
that's what you
out
should do.
in nature, where I'm not like overstimulated. And I think that, like tomorrow I won't go because I know that was like a long time for me. And I feel if
Yeah.
I do it tomorrow again, it might be too much. So I'm gonna like wait a day.
I I would suggest something that kind of works for me. It might not work for you, but just make real tiny steps like every day, like set like a tiny goal that's very achievable. That way, you achieve these tiny goals every day. You have things to build back on, and you can be proud of the things that you accomplish, and week after week you can increase the goal. But you don't want to overdo it and set like a goal that's really hard to get, and then you don't reach that goal, you get depressed, right? So just set little tiny achievable goals, and I think that'll help you a lot.
Yeah,
The
and it was
fact
such
that
a win.
you
Like I've been, go ahead.
no, you go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you.
I was just gonna say, like, I've been like in such a depression since I got out of this surgery, and it was like I can't even tell you, like, it was like taking an antidepressant or something, just being out like by the ocean and just like getting the fresh air. It was like seriously, like it was the best thing I could have done for myself today.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's so awesome. And that's
Thank
going to give
you.
you confidence too that you went out and you didn't have the seizures, and you're just going to get more confident. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but
Give
also
me
don't like push
give me
yourself.
give me 1 second here.
Sure.
Okay, Grumpy. But
Give me 1 second here. Sorry, Katya. Just give me 1 second. For the YouTube out there, we're rolling into the after party. The after party is going to be on TikTok, and that's just what we're doing right now. So thank you all for coming, and we'll see you next week. And I will be on time next week. I promise.